Hello, I'm Azmaria, and welcome to my special lesson. The center ion has now appeared, and that means that the story is going to get very exciting. With that in mind, this special lesson is going to be about something very important. We're going to learn about the apostles. In this story, the Magdalene order believes that the apostles are people representing the 7 virtues, each of whom has been entrusted special powers by God and can work certain miracles. It is said that in every generation 7 apostles will be born, and that God has dispatched them to the earth in order to make his power known. But before we talk about the apostles themselves, let's talk about where their powers came from. I'm talking about the 7 virtues. In Christian theology, these 7 virtues are faith, hope, charity, prudence, justice, temperance, and fortitude, and it is said that each apostle embodies their virtue's power. Exactly why these powers have been given to these individuals is still unknown, but it is the Magdalene order's belief that if all 7 apostles are brought together in a single place at one time, their powers will be increased by several orders of magnitude. That power could be used to affect the astral lines, a great river of souls that flows through the heavens of this planet. If you remember episode 4, I was able to create a surge like that with just my voice alone, so imagine what would happen if all 7 were there at once. In order to prevent such a miracle from being used by the devils, it is the job of the Magdalene order to protect the apostles. According to Father Remington, the power that is instilled in my songs is charity, which is why it can relieve pain and cause wounds to mend. This healing must be granted to all people equally, though. So once I've started healing, I can't stop. Joshua, Rosette's younger brother, also possesses the power of healing, but it is believed that Joshua is the embodiment of hope. In Joshua's case, he can heal wounds, but it is thought that using his power may have the effect of shortening his life. The more his life is shortened, the more Joshua's hope for the future, his desire to live on, will grow. It seems cruel, but the power to have such dreams is what God intended for him to have. We call this fate the causality of destiny, and all of those who possess the power of the apostles are burdened with it. It is a reflection of the destiny that Jesus pursued. With great power comes a great price. But there are those who believe that this natural order could be altered. It is these people that we, the order, must fight against. This is what Rosette told me after I learned what happened to Joshua. All of us possess some power, but it is what we do as people that will affect how our lives are judged. That's why we must fight the sinners. For what other point would there be to our lives if we shirked that duty? In the end, each of us must take responsibility not just for our own actions, but to prevent the actions of others that we know to be wrong. Here at the Order, we have vowed to never stand back and let others fight for us. So from this point forward, the fight is on. In our next lesson, I'll be telling you about all of the beasts that can be summoned from the jewels of our trustworthy ally, Miss Satella.